Hey friends, Mike here at Guitar Tricks. In this video, I'd like to talk about a chord arpeggiation pattern that breaks you out of just simply arpeggiating a chord straight up and down the notes and adds a little bit of groove and texture in. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It would really help out. Now, back to the lesson. In order to teach this, I'm going to use it at first on an open D chord. So that's the open D string, second fret of the G, third fret of the B, and second fret of the high string. And this picking pattern goes like this. It starts with the root note on the D string, and then it goes a downstroke, another downstroke on the G string, upstroke on the B string, and then back to a downstroke on the G string at first. Then it's going to go to the top string with an upstroke, B string with an upstroke, then it's going to go downstroke on the G string, and an upstroke on the B string to finish it off. So this works nicely in 4/4 time because we have an even number of picks. Okay, sounds really nice, but it sounds a lot different than just going up and down the chord. It kind of flows through the chord a little bit and adds a little bit of groove, which makes it a little more interesting and a little more rich sounding. You'll find this kind of arpeggiation approach really common in lots of different songs. Okay, so practice that with the open D chord, of course. That only uses the top 4 strings. So this pattern is built off of a 4-string being picked pattern. All right, so of course we're holding the chord shape and we're picking each of the notes individually and letting them ring out. Now, how do we apply this to a chord, say with 5 strings in the chord? So, for example, an open C. At this point, we can use the exact same arpeggiation pattern, but we have a few choices on how to use it. So the first way would be to just simply use the 5 strings from the root, which would be on the 3rd fret of the A string, up to the B string. So we could apply that. Basically, all we're doing is just moving that arpeggiation pattern down a string set. Okay, but you have another option here where you can hit the root note on the A string, but then use the arpeggiation pattern, the rest of it, on the top 3 strings. Okay, so it all comes down to what your preference is for what kind of sound you're going for. You can simply use the inside 5 strings, or you can break it up, play the root note, and then play the top 3 strings for the rest of the pattern. Same goes for, say, a chord like an open G, which uses all 6 strings, okay? Start off with the root note on the low string, 3rd fret, but you could do the first 5 strings here, like that, or you can move it into the middle strings, or you can move it to the top 3 strings. So each of those gives a slightly different sound. So it really comes down to just what you're going for the mood or for whichever sound you like. So experiment with this arpeggiation pattern, apply it to all different chord shapes that you can think of. And I hope it's helpful for you. We'll see you on the next one. What other tips would you like to see here on this channel? Please leave a comment and let me know. And be sure to check out guitartricks.com for more in-depth step-by-step lessons.